Hello guys and welcome to tonight's race here at GP4 Racing. I'm GP4 and today we are here with the race and we are having a co-commentator. He'll be here literally in a couple of minutes, in a bit, but for now it's just me to tell you through the championship. Sadly we did not get the last round due to internet connection problems and problems with people disconnecting and leaving. So with tonight we do have the thing, and yes, to all of you, it is, if I'm right, is this updated? Yeah, it's updated. Okay, so DCG still leading championship on 244, 222 points is Ghost Cam. Then in third is Podge, fourth Pro Oliver, fifth Badger, sixth James Killer, 7th Xander, 8th is JD Savo, Broomy 9th, Alco 10th, Energy Down 11th, 12th Cod Oliver, Sensei Martins 13th, 14th Bittle, 15th Sonic Hawk, 16th Shadow Britain, 17th Blues, 18th High Grade B, DB in 19th, and 20th is James Hook. James Wedge, SSA Racing, Chris Can and Maggi are your reserves as well in the championship. So there you go, everybody. Hello and welcome to everyone in the chat and everybody who is here tonight for GP4 Racing GP4. We're hoping to get the race cleanly done tonight. Only 13 drivers at the moment here. If there is anyone here who does have yes, the mic can be a bit louder. I think it's just me personally. If any of you guys know, yeah, let me just do that for you guys who are on stream. I'm literally really loud right now to myself. I don't know if that's a problem or not. I've got to enter it. There we go. We've entered it now, and hopefully that is a lot louder, and hopefully it's better for you. So we're 13 drivers at the moment are ready and raring to go and come and race with us. 1 second, let me just find Lee's message that he sent, and we'll hopefully see who the co-commentator is, if we are going to have one, is. Yeah guys, so we're going to have a little bit of black for another blue screen. Get this guy who is apparently going to be my co-commentator into the co-commentary box, and then we will be then we will get you guys ready and raring to go. So do not ready up yet, to all of you who are here. Just give me a second, let me add this guy to the game. Don't ready up yet, I would say, if that's alright. It's there we go, so it's that one apparently. He's now been added to the game. We will hopefully get him as a co-commentator. I was happy, by the way, if you wondered guys, I was happy to do it by myself tonight, but you know, I think it's better to have a co-commentator with us. Just probably not the best way to do it. Guys, please unready up. We're waiting for somebody to join the actual stream. Guys. 14 drivers then are here tonight racing. Hopefully he can join the stream and be in. But yeah, so there you go then. It is DCG here tonight. I think these. So we have, if we the last one as well, we have 125 points in it, and I think it's just. I know if DB does win tonight or does well, then I think we will find out the championship pretty much wrapped up tonight. It's going to probably be here. Yes, I have added him as a not as a friend, which I probably should have done. Let me just add him as a friend quickly, guys. I really should have done this earlier. I totally do apologise. Wow, my PlayStation just crashed. Thank God for that. So yeah, guys, we are about to go on the track. Let me just. Let's just add him as a friend very quickly. If this PlayStation go any slower, that'd be annoying. Yes, I do. There we go. So here we go then into the session. 14 drivers ready to race tonight, and it's raining. Oh my goody god. That is not good for these drivers then, as we're now going to look at Cod Oliver, who's first out on circuit here in the Mexican GP, and we are live and we are actually racing now. Hopefully this week is better than last week. No internet issues and no problems with everyone would be great. But 14 of the drivers are racing, so that's good enough to have a race with. So as we say, 14 is better than none. We have invited him to the game, the party, and I've sent him a friend request, so fingers crossed everybody, he can join. But as we're looking at Cod Oliver now, first out on circuit, he was here. Here he is, look, on board. 1 second actually, I'm going to turn my audio down a bit in my headphones because it's a little bit loud. There we go, down he comes then into the section, the stadium. Out the stadium now he comes. Nearly clips the wall there but doesn't, and to the line to start his first lap. Out the last corner now he comes to the line, and across it now to start it he comes as Cod Oliver. Let's have a look then and see what Cod Oliver can do. Picard's just slowing down, lane cars pass. It's what they do in qualifying for the first lap. If it's any yellow flags in any sector that isn't sector 4, sector 3, what am I saying? Then it would be an issue. We would have to look at it and just check. If it wasn't on out laps, then we would check. But here comes Cod Oliver now down the next, kind of the back straight. This is kind of here at the circuit. Brake in, turns into the next one, and then powers his way now into the next corner. He needs to go kind of into the inside but not too close to the curb there, not clipping it now, clip the outside of that one, now the line there, and head all the way down the straight here, clip the curb, and the curb there, and the curb there. Now we're going to power down and get away with this, you will now. Yep, as he heads away now he does. But it's lovely to see all of this race being good to see. We do have Sonic Hawk, Shadow Britton, JD Savo, James Killer, Badger, Broomy, Xander, Sente Martins, Cod Oliver, James Hook, Energy Dan, J Hobson UK, and DCG as a 1:28.8 for Cod Oliver. A really good lap there, but DB goes quicker, 1:28.4. So laps are going quick here today in this wet conditions at the start of the session. Quite nice conditions as Energy Dan puts a 1:28. 128.4 in, but James Killer a 128.1, a 128.1, yeah, brilliant lap time from James Killer there, brilliant lap time. Let's see what's, I know this is no importance to you because they're all on wet, but let's put the wet things up on the screen, telemetry up and all of that good stuff. Then let's put the telemetry up just for now, just to show you what James is actually going down this next straight. We're not going to put it up for the race because some drivers may cheat, I know. They probably won't, but I think people have said they might. As here goes James Killer now down the long back straight. He was doing 170 miles an hour there, it said at one point. So well done to James there. As we're looking at James now into the first stage and sectiony part of the circuit. Down this next little bit of straight now, managing 150 down that little tiny bit there. It's a surprise as he heads around now. Let's go on board because you can do bits of this flat out. This little straight here, what's he doing? 191 miles an hour is his speed there for James as he heads around. Let's go down to somebody who's on a lap, who's just about to finish a lap. Badger then, about to finish a lap. DB goes quickest, 27.5, a 127.5, there he goes. Badger now to have a line, it's going to be quick, but not quick. On Badger, a 129.4 puts him 7th. Brilliant lap time from him there. Let's see what James can do. A 127.7, so improves, but not getting a quicker lap there. As we're now looking at Sonic Hawk, here we are, who is coming to have a line and across. 134.7, so decent enough, but he would be hoping for a better lap this time if he's on a lap now. High grade B, which is JRF, high grade B, because now his new name is, as he now heads around. He's in the pit still, so he hasn't done a lap yet. Everyone else has done a lap. Let's go to somebody who's about to finish a lap. Let's see if Broomy's about to finish, is he? Yep, Broomy into the... Nope, Broomy's not about to finish, but we'll... Shall we... I don't know where to look. Energy down, is he on a lap? Not really. Let's go Cod Oliver because he's nearly at the end of his lap. I don't know if this is going to be an improvement or not. I don't know if he's coming in or not, but here he comes then. Into the last corner now. Out of it he comes now. And into the pit lane he comes, but that lap of a 1:28.835 is not a bad lap at all from Cod Oliver there. Energy down now, just out there off the circuit. Everyone now just having a bit of practice times, I'd say, as Badger, the only one on really on a lap here, coming to line 1:29.797, so he does kind of improved there, I would say, but not by much really, as he pulls now into the braking zone. He does here, likes to see what he's doing. I think this is just a cool down lap for him. I'm not saying it's going to be a cool down, but it's a cool down. It's not fast I would say, this lap, if you get what I'm saying. It's kind of just a in lap. There we go, that's what I need to say. Sante Martin's on an out lap, so is high grade B for the first time as he now heads around. We will get a knowledge, the new guy in the party. I've never heard of this name before, never heard him commentate, so don't know how it will be, but hopefully good. As they head around now, let me just check if he's in the party. Nope, he's not. So I'll invite him back. Just 1 second, guys. Just inviting the new guy to the party. You never know, as I do this, he'd probably join. But there we go then, as we're looking now. And we're back then, as we're looking at high grade B on our lap. High grade B, tricky to say if his championship year, currently walking. Currently rocking, where it's position, let's have a look. It's 18th. Not been here for many this year, but when he's been here he's done alright, I would say, for high grade B. Not been here for all of them, High Grade B, but when he's been here, of course, and had some misfortunates, he's got some points. So take positives from his championship. It's a learning curve to start next year off with a bang. So for him, he'll be delighted with this, what he's doing. As we are now looking around the race. Don't know if Norwich has a microphone, because that's the guy who just joined, and he should be the co-commentator tonight. So if you can hear me, Norwich, and if you're watching the stream, and I know a few people are, do please, of course, I have sent you a party invite. If you can join that, that'd be brilliant. Because hello to all of you who are watching. Hello to Sensei Martins in the chat, Podge in the chat, and Lee. Hello to all of you in there. As we're now looking at the lap of High Grade B. Now he looks quick, but I don't know if it'd be quick. Oh, he's gone off. Now would that invalidate his lap? I doubt it. Let's just have a look. 132. Okay. Colin Oliver improves. Was that? Sorry, somebody improves there. Sensei Martins improves. That's it. Hello.
Hello there.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm alright. I just come on here a bit late because I forgot to update.
Oh no, it's fine.
Yeah. So who's been the king of the session so far then?
King of the session so far is DCG.
Everyone's going to beat us that time. Pretty much. 2 tenths ahead.
Yeah, and James Killer's been there or thereabouts, but then DCG about when we had like about 7 minutes to go, put in that lap. So James, I don't think has had a reply since. So. But you never know, he could do.
Gap between 3 and 4th at the moment. Is that something to do with the fact the transition? Because I believe it started like in dry and it started raining almost immediately.
I don't know. I don't know what that gap really shows. No, it didn't. It just been raining all session, so maybe that was just he just had one lap. 4th, maybe had a mistake on his lap. Not really much I can go off on that one. JD Savo on the lap, let's see what he can do as he heads into the stadium section and where the grandstand, where the podium is. As he turns out the last corner now. Is he coming in? I think he is. So we're having just guys just coming out, testing the conditions. It may be a dry race, but I don't know what the weather the race is going to be. So yeah. Anyway, if I did, I know we're already started the stream, but what would you like me to like call you? Would you like me to call you anything or?
Just call me Norwich. It's alright.
Oh, okay.
Just call me Sam, Norwich, anything.
Okay.
Easy.
That's fine.
Colin Oliver's there, got close. We've been 10th.
Yeah, I think it's just an in lap now. So he's done his fastest lap. He's happy with the lap he did, and now he's coming on the in lap. I think. A Shadow Britain looks like he's pushing, but I don't know if he's going to do well or not. We do have a driver who's Alco, who's just joined us, so he's a bit late joining, but he'll join and be P15 in this one. I think that's right. Hello, my G.
Says that James is fitting soft tyres. I don't know if it's going to stop him raining in this session, but I doubt he'll be able to set a lap time on them.
We can see
Badgers on a lap, no new intermediate tyres could be interesting. Same with James Hook. Two drivers that need to improve on their lap times.
They do. Shadow Britain, sorry, just to say, just goes up to 9th from 11th, so a 1:29.2. Not the worst of times for Division 4, but not worse for GP4.
Not the best though, is it?
No, it's definitely not. No.
Just watch James. I don't know what his lap time's gonna be. Doesn't look like a great one. How about Badger then? Here's 5th within a second.
Let's have a look and see what DCG can do then, is he's on a lap, but yeah. So yeah, hello to everyone who is watching. So do you know anything about this, or?
Nah, I haven't really followed the league that often, to be honest. I just got asked to do commentary because apparently there was a commentary role available. So I was like, yeah, why not? I'll take it. I mean, it's so I can get more knowledge, I guess, on league racing because I'm in a lot of leagues right now, and I own one as well myself, so that's fun.
Yeah, it must be hard then. Oh, James spins into the wall, and he's coming into the pits now. James is. Oh,
that's probably his last lap as well. I don't think he'll be able to come out anymore. Oh yeah, Energy Dan's on a lap time right now. Just it's on board with him right now. I don't know if he's invalidated or not. Doesn't look like he has. Very slow though through that last section. Maybe has ruined his chance for anything near pole. Let's see what his lap time's going to be though. Not bad. I don't think. He's actually bettered it by a tiny bit from his position at all.
He does. He has indeed improved it. Just wondering if anyone else can improve. Of course, we did see High Grade B retire with a 1:32.7, so he thinks that's enough, or he crashed out. There's two options, but we don't know.
He's well off the pace there, so I doubt it's the best he can do. I'm sure he could do better than that, but I mean, if you're crashed out, you're crashed out. You can't help it. If you're pushing, you're pushing.
Yeah.
Sensei Martins is now about to come onto a lap time. A lot of people have got very old Inters here. They should probably really go on to different sets, to be honest, so they can get more laps in, because you've got 3-lap intermediate set. You're not going to improve your time because the tyres are more wet. Also, Oliver's on a lap time as well. Be aware of that as well. He could definitely be a contender for pole position. Yellow flags in sector 2. He's lapped up a bit, Oliver has. What's happening in sector 2?
I'm just looking, and it's wide for James Hook there, and Energy Down slows and goes wide and lets him pass, so Energy Down was off the circuit. That's all it was. He goes twitches again. He's not liking his tyres. I think it's a transition period, and James was right to come out on the soft. It is the transition between wets and.
I don't think he can. He can't come out on the softs. It's too late.
Yeah, but it is the transition period, so it is kind of the transition between wets and softs. But I don't wets and dry.
It's too late.
Yeah.
Oliver's 4 tenths down. He's not going to get pole at all at the moment. Sensei Martins is on a lap, and also JD Savo is on a lap as well. I'm just going to stick on board with Sensei Martins at the moment. He's a little bit up, but definitely not enough to scare anywhere above him. It's Renault 4th row at the moment. Nothing to scare drivers in front though, because there's quite a gap between 7th and 8th. Yeah, set a better lap time, but not good enough to challenge any of the drivers ahead. JD Savo now coming through the final bits. He's 4 tenths up. This is interesting. This will be a pole lap if he can get it. I don't know. I think he's backed out because he's invalidated it. That's unfortunate. It's on for a pole lap there. Not gonna get it. Unless Sonic Hawk can do something through the final corner. He's only 1 tenth up. Shouldn't be able to hassle anyone at the current point. Yep, he stays 12th place as well. Only James Hook, but it's 3 lap old intermediates. Probably not going to do anything for him. Someone there's tried to set lap times for 4 lap old intermediates. If it's raining at the start of the race, I don't know if you can choose your tyres. If it's light rain at the start of the race and you had to put on the intermediates, that's your starting tyre, then you've got a huge disadvantage really to the guys behind.
You do, definitely do. It is really bad, but yeah, but there we go then. That was qualifying over. We have done qualifying. All 14 cars have set a lap from a 1:27.5.33 to a 1:32.7. We do have one extra driver who did join literally just before you did, and that's Alco. He will he'll be racing, so see how he gets on from the back. So it's DCG pole with a 1:27.533, Cod Oliver second, James Killer third, JD Savo fourth, fifth Jay Hobson, sixth Badger, Broomy seventh, Sensei Martins eighth, Energy Dan ninth, 10th Shadow Britain, Xander 11th, Sonic Hawk in 12th, James Hook in 13th, and 14th is High Grade B. 5.1 seconds separate the leader to last, but look at that, from 7th to lead is 0.8. That shows you how close it was, and it was 0.011 of a second, so 1/100th of a second separating DCG and Cod Oliver there.
Hopefully it's a dry race in Mexico. I don't know if it'll be dry or raining.
Here we go.
I assume that it will be dry. I haven't really seen wet, and it is dry. So lucky for the drivers who like the dry and who don't like the wet. I'm pretty sure everyone favours the dry over the wet, but some drivers are different.
Yeah, it is. It is a shame we have no Ferraris tonight. That is true. But yeah, we are hoping for a good race tonight. Good clean race. And hopefully it's better than last week, guys. If you didn't watch last week's, I'm just going to say it. We did qualify and then we didn't race because it was we had a couple of disconnects and we were ghosting through cars and very much laggy as well. So the Japanese Grand Prix will be our final round. It won't be the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, it'll be Japan. So it will go here, America, Brazil, Abu Dhabi, Japan. So yeah, just to reiterate. As we now head off on our formation right now. And let's look at the tyres. So DCG goes, excuse me, on the mediums. Everyone underneath him down to 6th goes on the softs. Then it's Badger, Broomy and Sensei Martin on the mediums. Energy Dan and Shadow Britain on the softs. And then it's Xander on the hard. Is that hard? Yep. Then it's Sonic Hawk and James Hook on the softs. Same with Alco, and then High Grade B on the mediums. So yeah, what do you think? What do you think with the tyres they chose?
I think going on the hards is well ambitious from Xander there. I just want to point that out. But I think the reverse strategy could be done through the hards and also through the mediums as well. But I do think starting on the softs is going to be a good advantage, especially for Oliver, James, and Stavo, and maybe Hobson as well. I mean, the top 7 today could be very close if they are able to follow each other. But I've been in leagues with James Killer, and he is a quick race pace person. Maybe not fast in qualifying, but in the race he has the pace there to definitely pull off a race win or two. But I think DCG, the problem is he may not be leading into turn 1. It's going to be a struggle for him to have more grip off the line than what the guys behind do.
Yeah, I totally agree. As they're waiting now to come up to them, it will probably. I don't know. GCG is a good driver, so I don't know. And we do have 36 laps, by the way, of racing around here tonight.
Yep. Of course, 50% of the
Yep.
Mexican Grand Prix. Obviously, 100% 71 laps. If you divide that by 2, that should roughly be 56 and 36, should I say?
You just let us know. Just let us know, guys, who you think your favourites are. If you want in the comments, who you think is going to do well. It will be hard to see. Well, let's see what happens with DCG, Badger, Brumi, and Sensei Martins and Xander. They see how they get off the line because they are high grade B. See how they get off the line today because they are on the weaker tyre. We're waiting. Yellow flags are waving at the background. Now green, and we're going to the red lights. On mine it says 4. Now 5 red lights. James Killer has a drive-through penalty. Oh no!
What's he done?
What
He's released
James
well early there.
Killer Wow, I think sometimes on his screen it could have gone, and then everyone else's it didn't go. Maybe, but I don't know. Shadow Britain all the way down already. He's bogged down, but everyone else getting away nicely. Here they are into corner 1. Then what's actually going to happen in corner 1? Oh, we're 3 wide. We're 3 wide.
Oh, it's very tight.
DCG's now second, so stayed first pretty much. There out of everyone, and
They have to prove me wrong then, hasn't he? I said that he'll be battered into the first corner, won't be leading. Technically he's leading this race. Obviously what happened with James there, I do not know, but...
Look, Cod Oliver though, mistake for him, he's down already to P4 if you don't class James. P4. So what happened there we have no idea.
He's some sort of lag issue maybe, the lobby may be a bit funny compared to everyone else, but he did definitely get off into he did definitely set off into the sunset quite early. He did start relatively early to everyone. DCG's just gone well wide there, and then Jordan's into P2 or P1, but James has already made that 5-second gap, but he's now coming in for the pit stop for it.
Yeah, he's going to do his drive-through penalty straight away.
I don't know if there's I don't know when he had to serve it. Do you have to serve it in the next 3 laps? Because if he didn't, maybe he could have stayed out till his first pit stop and served that 5. Actually, it's a drive-through, isn't it? It's not a 5 seconds added to your time. It's actually just a drive-through, then he has to take that at a certain time. Hopefully, he can catch up to the rest of the grid now. I don't know how far ahead of the grid are currently. It should be a couple of seconds.
It's 5 seconds the gap.
That's actually not too bad. Because considering he was 4 seconds ahead in the first place, there's still quite a lot of way to go. But he's catching up rapidly to the guys in front.
He is
quite a few seconds faster. He may even catch up to him within this lap. Especially high grade. High grade was well off the pace in qualifying. Obviously 5 seconds. I don't know what he's like in race pace, but.
Here goes Hobbs then on DCG into the corner, braking now. DCG keeps it. Oh no, that looked close. Oh, he's around. Goes Cod Oliver. That's not what you should have done. You shouldn't have gone in the inside line there. You shouldn't have took the inside. Cod Oliver. He now is he's now a whole half a second ahead of James Killer. So James Killer's closed the gap up now. He has.
Has he got some damage as well there on that front end plate? No, he hasn't. He's lucky to get away with that then, I guess. I mean,
side by side they go. Sorry, and DCG has been overtaken by Jay Hobson. But Jay Hobson's got through. And Badger's got through on Brumi, so there you go. Just some quick position changes for you, just there, just to say. So there you go. But yeah, as you were saying, there was what I was saying actually. What happened was Jay Hobson was going into the corner as you do. Jay Hobson did it weirdly. Went on the outside, then into the inside of the corner, then back onto the outside. I think that's how you do the corner anyway. And as he was going back on the inside, Cod Oliver thought there was enough room as there he didn't. Got through as Shadow Britain now. Oh, Shadow Britain gets through, and so does James Hook on Alco there. And Alco is in a McLaren, so we do have. Sorry, in a Ferrari, so we do have a Ferrari. But no, that's what happened. He just tried to go through and just got tapped. Luckily, no front wing damage.
James Hook's gone wide as well, and Alco's going to come back at him. They're going to be side by side into this corner. Alco's actually got him. It's gone wide again. He's definitely got the track position well ahead of James Hook there. Pretty easy, I must say, to be honest. Many battles. The battle for the lead right now between Energy Dan and JD Savo is close. Savo, I'm not sure how to pronounce that.
Yeah.
Pretty close right now. Energy Dan under pressure at the moment. A little bit of gap behind. DCG got a good start, to be honest, if you consider he's on the mediums, but you know, he's kind of backed off a little bit now. His medium tyres, in terms of their pace, start to really show, aren't they?
And definitely are. They're showing what they are like, because you've got there all the medium runners in there trying to close the gap up, but the gap is now what, like 2 seconds to Jay Hobson, so
they've got well away.
Yeah.
Jay Hobson just can't keep up with the pace, I don't think. James Killer, by the way, he's already catching up to 12th place. So despite that penalty, obviously on the opening lap, he's already catching up. He's already passing some guys at the back there, so he's already almost into the top 10. He's not far from them, so really starting to show. But unfortunately, he didn't change his tyres or anything. So obviously, he couldn't. If he was allowed to, then that could have changed the entire race. Oh, and someone's in the wall. That's James Hook, who's in the wall as well, just behind.
Oh,
he's gonna have to come into the pits.
Yeah, but that was dangerous. He gets back on right in front of Cod Oliver there, which is very dangerous, as we're side by side in the front. And
any wind damage from Oliver? I think he no, he hasn't. He's got away with it again, but he is at the back though still.
Badger now. Badger just got past. Sorry, Badger just got past DCG. That's all. That's the only thing I've got to say is Badger just got past DCG for position there, and behind.
DCG looks like he's struggling at the moment, all the way down to 6th place on his medium tyres, because even the people on medium tyres are passing him. Don't believe he's got any damage at all.
No, I don't. But just to say, it's just to tell you this because you probably don't know. DCG leads the championship on 244 points, 122 points. In second is Ghost Cam, third is Podge, fourth Pro Oliver, fifth Badger, James Killer 6th, and Xander 7th. So there's your top 7, just out of interest. So we don't have Ghost Cam, Pro Oliver, but we do have 5th Badger, 6th James Killer, and 7th Xander, and 8th JD Savo as well.
So right now the championship leader then obviously isn't doing too well then if he's down in 6th at the moment.
Here goes Alco, down inside of Broomy, and he's through, past Broomy. So there we go. And Badger has been overtaken by DCG, so DCG may have some pace now, but I doubt it.
Yeah, there's a sort of 3-second time penalty. Sensei. I can't say that.
Yeah, Sensei.
It's a word I can't say, but James is about to make a move on the outside here of the Williams. That's not a Williams, that is a Mercedes. Great move from James there, James Killer. Just made the move on Sonic Hawk. I got a bit mixed up with Shadow Brit and Sonic there, but James up to P10 right now, going pretty strongly on those soft tyres. He's going to catch up to the next 3 cars in a bit, I would have thought, with the pace and momentum he has got at this current point. Shadow is also going to probably make a move on Brumi. No, he's going to back out a bit slightly.
Yeah, it was close to that one actually. I thought he was going to dive bomb him, but didn't. Luckily, as we have a green flag waving in the last corner. Maybe that's just a glitch and just kept on. I have no idea. But they are close at the front as Energy Dan. Is he close enough? Nope, not close enough to get past Alco yet. But side by side they go, and James Killer has got past Shadow Britain, or has he?
Shadow Britain gonna launch, maybe try and get past. He's gonna go for it, but James has definitely got the trap position now. Now he's got some time to get away.
It's been dominant all season, James. The one problem I have with James, and it's nothing to do with him, as side by side in the foreground, is DCG and Badger, and Alco just been overtaken by DCG, and Badger nearly overtakes him. But just one thing I want to say about James Killer is the one problem we've had this season, nothing to do with his fault, maybe just a little bit, but he's had internet problems, and I think it's 3 races now he's not finished due to internet problems. So he would have been higher up in the championship, but still currently in, I think, in a decent position. So
They have said in the new updates that they should have sorted out the online, made the multiplayers a bit more stable. So hopefully he shouldn't quit this race. But right now he's going pretty strong. Still in 9th place, but he's just about to be into 8th. Maybe he needs to be careful though, because the guys in front of him are, well, if you look at qualifying times, in theory are slower than him. So he should be able to pass them, but he needs to pass them cleanly and make sure that he doesn't lose any of his wing, or sustain any damage at all. Otherwise, it could be his race over. Well, his race win hopes over. JD Savo is actually into the lead. Oh, and like you said just a moment ago, James has left the session just now. I think he's come back in because his car hasn't ghosted. I don't know. Can't really tell if I'm being honest. Then he left the session, so just like you said a minute ago, it's happened literally a few seconds after you said it.
I jinxed it. Tie it.
Commentator's curse right there.
Yeah, it is.
A little bit of a train for 6th place right now. DCG, like I said, he has lost a lot of pace, hasn't he? I don't know if he's running a very heavy fuel load, but obviously we don't have refueling, but obviously he could just try and go on to rich mix for the entire race. I mean, that could work, it could not. I mean, still got poor pace right now. Tensai Martins, Badger, Hobson and Energy Dan, and don't forget Savo as well, all ahead of him right now. Maybe a little bit of a battle for 2nd, start to heat up a little bit. Also the battle for 6th though. It's probably the biggest battle, and Alco could make a move here. He's gone for the outside, good defending from DCG. Right now, is he going to try going? They're going to be side by side for the end of this as well. Maybe a little bit of damage sustained. I don't know if he has, but they did definitely bash wheels. I think also Brumy's going to get past him as well. He's got the inside of the line here, and I think DCG's got him, but the switchback is on. He's not going to get him. DCG keeps 7th place for now. He has lost a lot of pace though.
He has, but and you can see at the top, they were.
Caught right up.
Yeah, they were side by side. They on the screen they did switch positions, but it stayed the same. So it's JD Savo leading from Energy Dan, from James Hobson, from Jay Hobson, sorry, from Sensei Martin 4, 5th Badger, 6th Falco, 7th DCG, 8th Broomy, 9th Shadow Britain, and 10th is Sonic Hawk, as Xander passed James Ghost Car.
Obviously James he's ghosted right now. Well, it doesn't say he's ghosted, but he's definitely left the session because he was showing much faster pace in this beforehand.
Yeah,
so
here goes
Shadow Britain making a move. Made that move, and Hobson's also made a move on Dan. I did say the battle for 2nd place is on as well, but Shadow Britain's also up to 8th place. He's on the soft tyres, Brumy's on the medium, so he should be able to get away.
Yeah, there's a problem with Energy Dan. He's lagging a little bit on my screen, so it may just be that he's host of this session, so it may be that the host is too much for his internet or for him, so yeah.
It's a bit worrying to see for him because he's near the front as similar to James. James had a potential of so much more where he was, and his internet's cut out for him. Yeah, Dan, it's all over the place on my screen as well, so you're not the only one. He's left, right and centre, and I don't know if he's going to be able to stay in this session. He has also got a 3-second time penalty just there, but...
Oh,
what's happened back there?
Let's have a look.
Both, I think they may have collided. Oh my word!
Yes, they collided.
They have collided through there and probably hit the wall or something. Both of them are out. That was a bit of a surprise. Out of nowhere, I don't know what has happened there. And Dan's coming to the pits right now as well, so maybe he's had enough of his soft tyres, so we should be seeing some soft tyre runners coming to the pits as soon as possible now. Should react to Energy Dan, actually him coming into the pits. With no reaction, it could cost them the podium or even a race win.
Yes, and down the inside goes Broomy on on Brumi goes down inside of Shadow Britain there nicely as it was Xander and Sonic Hawk out. They both touched and crashed, so it's unfortunate for them. So that means, if you just in championship terms, as I pop the championship up now, I will tell constructors in a second. Xander in a currently P7 in the championship, may lose it to Brumi and JD Savo, but he might. And if you want to know where Sonic Hawk is, he's 15th, so he might lose that to Shadow Britain today. There, just to say, in it's Sport Pacer Racing in first from Red Bull, then it's Alfa Romeo, then it's Renault, Haas, McLaren. What am I saying? Ferrari, Toro Rosso, McLaren, Mercedes, Williams is your order. Gap from the lead to second, 325 to 235, and into the pits comes Shadow Britain.
Also, JD Savio is coming to the pits. It's going to be interesting to see. He should come out ahead of Energy Dan, but it's going to be interesting to see because Energy Dan's now coming now, and he's actually beat the leader out. So Energy Dan, I believe, actually leads this race now. If you think about when everyone else comes into the pits, because Savo's coming to the pits and Energy Dan's beating him, and Savo's gone onto the soft tyres. I believe he's on soft tyres beforehand. He must have been if he's pitted. Is that a two-stop strategy there? It's a bit interesting. Energy Dan, I'm guessing it's going to go to these mediums to the end. I don't know how long this medium is going to last, but
anyone?
Energy Dan.
Oh, we have a spinner for Badger. Badger spun it. Yeah, quickly, if anyone who is a racer listening, next time a racer gets into the pit lane, can you please invite James Killer back? He is waiting for an invite. I can't invite him because we're commentary, because we're only spectating. So if any racers listening, if you can invite James Killer when you get back into the pit lane, that would, for your next stop, that'd be appreciated. So James Hobbs, if you're listening, please invite James Killer to the session, please. Sadly, I can't. I'm just going to show you. Look, he should be here where it says Race Director and Quit to menus. It should be here, and I don't have a invite to game. I do apologise.
It's a bit stupid, isn't it? To be honest, the game should really have that. I can't believe they don't. But oh well. How is Jay Hobson going to do? He's got out before Energy Dan. They're going to be side by side into turn one. He may even pass him into turn one here. It's going to be very close, but Jay Hobson's strategy was probably best. But they're actually free wide there. I didn't even see that JD Savo was there, but Energy Dan squeezed out, and JD Savo also squeezed out there by Hopson. That's going to get getting used to. If I'm going to be honest. But now it's a battle for the lead, and it's a collision, and they're all colliding. Energy Dan's just made a massive dive bomb on Hobson. He's actually lost a bit of his front wing, if you've noticed. He'll actually be out of the equation. JD Savo, they're side by side, but I'm pretty sure JD Savo should get away here. Hobson as well should get away. I don't believe he picked up any damage from that.
Let's have a look. No, he didn't. Let's have a look.
I don't think JD Savo was too much involved. It was mainly just the other two, and Dan's just completely ruined his race there.
Nope, hasn't. As high grade B just gets past Shadow Britain there, so up to 9th goes high grade B there. Nice for him. We are still battling between James Hobbs. Brumi now is in the mix because Brumi's only. Well, not Brumi. Brumi's trying to battle his Badger, but here goes JD Savo then on the back of Jay Hobson, and he's through. Or is he? Yes, he's through. Yes, if anyone is here who can invite James back, please do. He's asking for an invite. I sadly can't, which is annoying.
Yeah, it's really frustrating if I'm being honest, but can't live with it. The 4 guys in the lead right now are old medium tyres, so don't phase when in being in the lead right now if obviously you're not used to them being in the lead. Maybe some of you are, maybe some of you aren't, but they've still got to pit yet, so JD Savo should be leading this race by the end of all their pit stops. Same with Hobson, should be in second. Energy Dan should be in third. That could be very close actually between him. I'm not sure how long pit stops are on this track.
JD Savo gets past James D Hobbs there, but the side by side they no. Badger's
I
in
don't
and
think he
Broomy
actually got
carries on.
past. I think Alco got past Energy down, but that's about it. I don't actually think Jay Hobson got past because he's already 1 second behind. Don't know what's going on there.
Yeah,
Badger's pitted. He's gone onto the soft tyres, so a lot of people choosing the two-stop strategy. I'm pretty sure you can do a one-stop strategy here, but if not, then fair enough. Two-stop is fair for the taking, but JD Savo leading this race still at this current point. He's got quite away from Hobson as well. Energy Dan, he's actually gone onto the. He's pitted again because he's lost his end plate, hasn't he? He's gone onto the hard tyres, so he definitely will be going to the end now. But that has definitely ruined his race, I have to say. I've got to say also Oliver, he started second, didn't he? And just because of that one incident, he's right at the back of the grid now, and I don't know what's happened to his pace. I'm pretty sure he was similar to James, or maybe even faster than James. He should have been up there by now, but he's right down the order, and he's actually gone onto soft tyres as well. We're not going to help him at all. So he's going to have to pit for maybe a third time, could be even a fourth time. No, it will be for a third time.
Somebody in the chat says two-stop the quicker strategy, I believe, and somebody said it is, and somebody else then just said you can do 16 laps on the mediums. So there you go.
16 laps on the mediums. So we should be seeing these two at the front here, DCG and Broomy coming in this lap then, or I assume they will come in this lap.
Or around, I would say probably around 16 laps. And then it says mediums to hards would need to drive like a. Okay, so basically saying mediums to hards isn't a good option. Okay. Anyway, go on. But yeah, I just looking here. We have the only battle we have is Energy Dan and James Hook, really.
There's no real battles going on right now.
Here we go. Down the inside goes Energy Dan and has done it. Energy Dan has got through on James Hook.
Not quite yet though. Ooh, it's close. I think he's going to get away now. Maybe not. Don't know if. Oh, yep. Energy Dan has DRS. He should be able to get away, but James Hook is sticking with him. Perhaps maybe try something because he is on soft tyres, but soft tyres have gone 11 laps, so they shouldn't last too long anymore. A lot of gaps though beginning to form.
Yeah, leading two have just started their next lap, so on their 16th lap of these tyres, so we'll say this lap or maybe next lap they could do it, but Badger fastest lap now a 1:18.4. Let's have a look. Is Broomy close enough to get to DCG? Probably not yet, but I would say in a couple of laps he will be to there, but they have maybe this lap or next lap to pit, so I'm thinking their tyres must be really bad.
Must have made it a long time. They should come in this lap, but they've made it a long time. But I think JD Savage is actually only 4 seconds behind them now, so they've lost. Excuse me. They have lost a lot of time to JD Savo, if I'm being honest. There's only like 5 seconds between first and third now, despite Savo, etc., making a pit stop already. So these guys must be coming into the pit, surely. DCG is staying out. Broomy is coming in, but DCG is staying out, and I don't know where he'll come out of. I don't know how long the pit straight is, but I believe if it's more than 20 seconds, he'll come out in almost 8th place. So with all these guys making their lap times, DCG is kind of got on the wrong strategy right now, and with these tyres getting worse and worse, it's even worse for him because he's going to probably struggle even more because he'll be down to maybe even 8th.
Yes, the I was going to tell you about the pit straight because I do have some information about it, but I've lost. Here we go. It is 23 seconds.
23 seconds. That's going to be interesting.
There you go.
Look at the leaders. Broomy in 8th place right now, who's just obviously made a pit stop. He's now like 25 seconds off, but like I said, those old softs, not old softs, old mediums are going to be much worse than those hards, even though those hards maybe don't have the grip. But these mediums won't have as much grip, so Brumi is probably going to be hoping that he can close a little bit. Shadow also is 24 seconds. I don't know what's happened there. I swear he was closer. Must have had something happen to him, but DCG surely coming in for a lap time. No, he is not. He is so reluctant right now, and his tyres may explode in a minute, but he's staying out for another lap. He has kept the pace to Savo. Savo is still 4 seconds behind. Surprisingly, Savo hasn't catch up as much as what I thought he did, but Brumi and Shadow are battling right now.
Yep, Brumi's just got through.
Must
We're side by side, and we're side by side, and Sensei Martins has got past Jay Hobbs, as the gap now from the lead was last lap. Just to say, last lap was 5.2, it's now 4.1, so the gap's gone down by a second.
Getting closer, and those tyres are starting to really go on his car. Although Savo may be able to hold it off more for another 5 or so laps on those soft tyres. I'm sure though he still should be leading this race towards the end, unless Cesar Martins is actually, oh my word, Cesar Martins has got right up to him. I swear it was a minute ago, and now they're side by side pretty much. Just with the leader right now, currently though, stick with him. Surely he's going to pick this lap, or is he just going to define it? He's staying out for one more lap. He keeps on going and going and going. It's now into the 3 second margin, less than 4 seconds between Savo and the lead. Sensei Martin as well.
I would say his tyres are also.
Sensei Martins are much better than Savo's. They're 4 laps younger, so that's interesting, and obviously a lot of laps younger than DCG. But DCG is defying everything right now. He's gone over half the race on those medium tyres, and that's just impressive, to be honest. Considering he didn't really have pace at the start, he's kept consistency, and although he's going to lose the lead, and he may, if we just look at the gap to the leaders as well, if it's 23 seconds, he's still going to come out in 6th place, which is shocking, really, how Brumi and Shadow have not been able to match the pace of DCG there, or beat the pace of DCG, should I say. But Sensei now is almost in under 3 seconds, and now he is under 3 seconds of DCG.
People in the chat are just saying if he wants to go straight to softs, he needs another 5 laps on these tyres. And he's not coming in.
Another one. He is not coming in. He is defiant. He wants to come on to those soft tyres. This would be an incredible strategy. This would be an incredible it'd be an incredible run, to be honest, on those medium tyres. I wouldn't expect them to go more than 20 laps around this circuit.
No say.
The tyre dig is quite high on this circuit, but we were told that these could only go 16 laps. He's gone over 20 laps on them, so...
Here goes Jay Hobson, and he's through on JD Sabo there. Through he goes. But is
very
he?
Close between them, no. Don't believe so, because who has DRS here? He's going to make a switchback move, kind of thing. He's going inside, kind of decides to back out of it a little bit. Close battle between these two though at the moment.
Just to say, the gap to the lead is now gone down to 2.47. So
it's closing in, but DCG is holding his own though. He's not at his tyres look obviously bad, but they don't look as bad as you'd expect them to be. But surely he's got to come in soon and everything. But you said that he could go medium soft if he just sticks to this. Maybe if he goes in now, I think he'd probably nurse those softs to the end anyway. There's only 14 laps left, and if he can hold off the mediums for this long, then perhaps... I mean, Hobson's coming into the pits now, so this would be a good time to react. If you can get the softs on now, as far as DCG, that's probably what he's holding for now, because he can't go on the mediums again. Going on the hards would just be an absolute nightmare for him. So he has to pretty much hold off a couple more laps. maybe not even holding the lead, but it's an interesting strategy and maybe a very potentially a golden one, to be honest.
Yeah, leader.
How
Just to
gone.
say, leader is now heading into the kind of S section of the circuit. Would you say?
Yes, he is right now.
And last position is now down the long straight just before the stadium section. So last position's
Almost
about
cars getting lapped.
last is about maybe 8 seconds ahead, or maybe about about
Little bit.
10 seconds I would say. So
They've
anyway,
had poor races. James Hook still not past James Killer, despite James Killer probably being in a very low AI, to be completely honest. But what's DCG going to do here? As we wait, as we hold our breath, he's going to stay out for another lap. I mean, they said lap 25 to go on to the soft tyres. He's probably going to get passed by Sensei, but Sensei will have to pit again as well. And DCG pits onto the softs to get those softs on. He's going to be setting fastest lap after fastest lap, as it looks like. If he does that, he's going to be much faster. I think he's locked up there a bit. He's just not having the tool. But Sensei just behind. He's just got the pace at the moment. Very close. And there's
Jay Hobson just got past Shadow Britain on the start line straight there. Was DCG now has just been overtaken by Sensei Martins. He's done it. Sensei Martins has got through. Into the lead he goes. It's a great drive from him today. Everyone in the chat is saying it's a great drive. It is a great drive from our.
Look on the left. If you look on the left side, look at DCG's tyres. It absolutely blisters.
They must be like if you're thinking 80%, something like that.
I don't think it'll be 80, but like it's definitely at least in the 60s, maybe 70s. I don't know what traction he's holding, but if he's holding like with no traction, then I think he's a god. If I'm being completely honest, what's he going to do here? Is he coming in? No, he's taking out for another lap.
He needs another two. Just to say this lap and one more, and then he's got the softs.
He's got those softs, but he hasn't made a stop yet. Some people made 2 stops in this race, and they're actually legitimate stops as well, not stops for because of changes, obviously to do with damage or anything.
Savo now side by side with Broomy. Is he going to make it through? Savo on Broomy. Yes, he looks like he is. Let's check if he is. He has. Broomy, and here
might even get Hobson as well.
Yep.
Very close between them. Hobson might even go for the move on. Savo just backs out of it a little bit. Maybe still looking for him. Very close between these three right now, but I think Savo's going to get away. Savo may even try and chase down the leader right now. Right now, the difference between them is 22 seconds. And it's 20 seconds between DCG and Savo, and may I remind you that DCG, if he holds out a little bit longer, maybe if he holds out just to this lap, he can go onto those soft tyres, and with those soft tyres he'll be able to completely destroy everyone. Like JD Salvo probably will make up maybe another second, but it won't matter. DCG will have much more pace, and he stayed out for that 25th lap. But Salvo's having a good race. I agree. Sensei Martin's at the top here. He's going to have to pit soon as well, because look at his tyres. Lap 9 laps old tyres. Same with Badger, 10 lap old tyres. I'm sure they would not be able to make it to the end. I mean, I say that, but DCG is doing pretty well. But those two will pit again. Salvo won't pit. Neither should Hobson. But the thing is, they're on medium tyres, and DCG is on softs. If he does the right strategy here, he will definitely win this race.
Hobson's got through on JD Salvo, and so has Alco has got through on Shadow Britain now. But yeah, it's pretty much guaranteed now the top 10 are, but we just don't know what order. So it's going to be 10th Cod Oliver, 9th Energy Dan, Shadow Britain 8th, Alco 7th, Broomy 6th, JD Salvo 5th, J Hobson 4th, Badger 3rd, DCG is 2nd. Oh, and Cod Oliver spins. So yep, Cod Oliver will get the points, but we don't know where. And of course, Sensei Martins is in 1st. Which order they'll finish in, we do not know. As here he comes, finally.
DCG finally into the pits. What's Badger doing? Badger's coming to the pits as well, so this is actually interesting because he will probably go on the softs as well. So watch out for him. Although he's 4 seconds behind, 4 seconds isn't too much of a difference when you could actually be faster at the end of the day than JD Savile and Hobson.
Let's see if J Hobson.
Hobson has got past Savo, so Hobson should be leading this race. Where does DCJ come out? Oh, I can't say that word.
It comes out. Oh no!
Fifth at the moment.
Yeah, just
right
fifth.
Just behind Brumi though. And look how close it is between him and Savo. You can see Savo in the distance. He needs to get past Brumi and a lot. And oh my word, there was no space given there at all by Brumi. Maybe a little bit too aggressive there, but he's going to make the dive bomb move anyway. And he's going to get him into this corner and should be able to get away as soon as possible now. He's got a lot of ERS as well, and that is what JD Salvo is saving right now, and so is Hobson, I believe, as well. But these two are going to get absolutely counted here, and DCG, just with an amazing strategy, he should be able to go on to win this race at the moment. Who knows?
We'll take your word for that.
That's going to be very, very close between him and Martins. I'm telling you that right now. I don't know, it's about 23 seconds between them. Well, it was saying by the side on my screen, it says there's about 23 seconds between them. So it's going to be interesting to see who comes out ahead. It's going to be very close between the Renault driver and the Racing Point driver. As here they come, I believe Sensei's got out before him. Let's have a look.
Yeah.
He's tried to track him, but it's not worked. So Sensei Martins has got the best strategy here. These two still battling for the lead. And if this becomes the top three, DCG definitely fancies his chances because it looks like he has the pace on the mediums. He's going to have the pace on the softs, as it looks like.
Alco and Brumi. Alco just got past Brumi there, as now we're 3 wide for the lead. Wow.
Oh, it's close. And JD Salvo's lost out a lot there, if I'm being honest, and so has Jay Hobson actually. And that's definitely benefited DCG there, who is coming right up behind the 3 leaders at the moment.
Sensei Martin's back to the lead from that pit stop, so he really didn't lose anything really on that one. So yeah, it's up to you. It's up to what we're going to say here. We do have now officially 10 laps to go, as we know. But yeah, let's know what your thoughts so far. Somebody just said it's a very enjoyable race. Yes, one of the best GP4 races I'd say we've had this year. Not
more action to come as well.
Not the best GP4 race in respects of crashes wise, and the GP4, some people like it because of the crashes and how good it is, but this is great for overtakes and actual great battles. So yeah,
JD Salvo on Jay Hobson as well, close. These two are still going to battle. This is good for DCG, but DCG needs to get those soft tyres going, otherwise Sensei's just going to get away now. Look at him, he's already 1.5 seconds ahead of second place. DCG needs to get past these guys as soon as possible, otherwise his race win is just gone. Maybe even his podium as well. I don't know how penalties are going. DCG at the moment just has 1 penalty. Hobson right now has a couple of penalties, so I don't think Hobson may get on the podium.
And
there's also a couple of penalties for JD Salvo, and then your leader has a penalty too. So everyone has a penalty in the top 4. And as I say that, Hobson's got a penalty just as I speak. So
we will be doing podium interviews at the end as well, if you wanted to know.
Oh yeah, that's something I probably needed to know.
But yeah, back on with this. Sorry about interrupting you.
That's completely fine, don't worry. I mean, the more information the better. I mean, Badger's now right behind Alco, he's probably going to make a move. DCG is also going to make a move on Hobson, as it looks like. Hobson will have DRS so as well, but Alco will not have DRS, so he's completely defenceless against Badger. So he goes side by side here. What is Alco going to do? He's just not going to interfere, he's just going to let Badger go past.
DCG, through.
Yeah, DCG needs to clear JD Salvo now. Almost 3 lap old sauce. Densai's just got well away, 3 seconds away, so I don't think anyone's catching up with him now. DCG's just a bit too late, maybe should have came in the lap before. Then again, apparently the soft tyres would not be able to go that long. It's going to be very close though towards the end. Maybe there's a chance DCG would catch up to Sensei, but I doubt it.
Yeah, I don't think he will, but you never know. With DCG, he's a championship leader for a reason.
There's always obvious reasons why there's championship leaders. You have to have an answer to that.
And there he
Shadow
goes.
Britain's trying to make a move on Dan, and also DCG's come up to second place as well.
Yep, through past JD Sabo, but JD Sabo fighting back, but can't get through. So the gap now is 4.3 seconds.
Jay Hobson. G Hobson trying to find the gap very close, and he will have DRS. And actually, does JD Savo have DRS? Yes, he does. I was going to say for a minute, does he have DRS? No, he doesn't. He does. I didn't realise where the line was. So it's much earlier than that. Doesn't look like Hobson's going to make a move. He's going to try and make a move. That's very ambitious. I don't think he's going to get him though. JD Savo keeps third place right now, but DCG is on the hunt. But right now, it's a bit too late. I said about Badger as well, let's not count him out. He can get a podium here because look at him, he's right behind third and fourth as well. I've just realised this just now. It's going to be interesting to look at. Keep an eye on Badger at the moment. He's going to join in with these five, maybe these three to be honest. Maybe 2 into 3. Cut the corner there a little bit, but Jay Hobson's really licking his lips on trying to get JD Salvo a little bit wide from Badger there. Kind of getting lucky, no penalties given, but Jay Hobson's going to try again into this corner. Backs out of it. It's very close though between these three, and actually look at Badger here making a move on Hobson, and that is a great move from Badger. Badger up into 4th place. Is he now going to get JD Salvo with the 4 remaining laps?
He probably will do. There is, I didn't do calculations here. Somebody's just done calculations. So if it stays as it is, side by side they go. Badger now going to try and get past JD Savo, and he has nicely. But just to say, DCG, if it stays as it is, will win the championship. Will be crowned champion if he stays second in the race. So there you go then. Here he goes then. Does Jay Hobson, Hobson. Here he goes. Down around the outside. Nope, they're still side by side. Is anything going to happen? No, it stays the same at the moment, but he's very close behind now. That was so close. I think it's anywhere in the top 4 he gets the championship anyway. So here goes Jay Hobson then down the inside of JD Savo, and he's done it. Through he goes. Here, this is the first time. Well, I think this is a reserve driver actually, but he just fits in perfectly. As JD Savo 4.1 seconds behind, but has one older tyres, 1 lap older than Sensei Martin. So Sensei should be able to win this one, I think.
Watch out for penalties as well. What's Badger looking like? I've completely ignored him. He has got a penalty. Sensei Martin has also only got 1 penalty, so it looks pretty decent for Sensei Martin at the moment. Salvo's got a 3-second penalty there as well as we speak. No more from Hobson, but Hobson is being very ambitious in terms of his moves. Don't believe he's going to make an ambitious one here. He's going to close in though. Definitely closing on JD Salvo. Definitely not enough.
We have a battle for 10th between Cod Oliver and High Grade B. Cod Oliver should easily get past here down the straight. Let's just check if he can. Jay Hobson gets another 3-second penalty, and yes he does. There he goes. Straight through goes Cod Oliver, and he will get the 10th position and get the 1 point. So well done him for that, if it stays as it is. There's JD Savo.
Back for 4th right now.
It's through. Well, back
close
through.
Between these two.
On Hobbs.
It's close between these two. They've been swapping positions every single lap, and it's probably going to swap in a second again. If you look how close they are, and obviously DRS as well, with the advantage for Hobson. May even get it before the DRS starts. Okay, now the DRS starts there, and he gets past them almost immediately. Alco as well has DRS. Don't think he'll be able to catch up, but just keep an eye out for it, because he will have DRS for the next coming laps. needs to continue to battle as well, and he will catch up. He's caught up quite a bit there, and it's very interesting for the Ferrari driver who could be taking 4th place at the end of the race. And Jamie Summers lost a lot of pace there. It's going to get overtaken. He's not even got DRS on Hobson there, and they bang wheels as well. So Ferrari just about gets past McLaren.
DCG, if you just to say, has just got another time penalty. So that's 6 seconds now. Badger only has 3 seconds, so DCG now will be down to 3rd.
Oh no, he won't, because Badger's just spun. Badger has just spun. Oh my word, that could be his podium gone. He must be absolutely livid with himself there. Massive moment in the race. That may have just changed the race, and who's getting podium here? It could be Alco, Savo, or Hobson, or maybe even still Badger, still in with a chance. He's not lost too much ground, but he's just lost it a little bit, and he's going to be living with himself if he doesn't at least get that podium. He probably deserves for his strategy calls. Hobson right now getting the podium, but due to penalties, maybe Alco or Savo or maybe Badger or maybe even Brumi. I mean, we never know, but Brumi could potentially get that podium as well. Could be very close towards the end. So Martin though, making sure that he is going to be the race winner today, almost 5 seconds ahead of DCG, and he is on the soft tyres, he is on the fresher tyres to DCG. It's only by 1 lap, but still a fresher tyre.
Yeah, it's right near James Hook, so James Hook's about to be lapped in a second. If you are in the chat, just let us know your drive today, guys, your thoughts on that. DCG needs to finish in the top 10 to get a point. To get, I think all he needs is 1 point. So he's crowned champion.
He's pretty much dominated the championship this year. Then I'm assuming, well, this season I'm assuming.
Yeah, from what we've had so far, I'll tell you. From what we've had so far. He's had 6 wins, right? 6 wins. Two thirds and a second, and then he's had two fourths and a 5th. So, and he scored points in most of the rest of the rounds as well. So, yeah, he's dominated pretty much.
Dominant season then from him. Senso Martins, he done pretty well this I would have assumed he's done pretty well this season. Has he won a race this season? If not, it's going to be his first win of the season. It's going to be a huge win for him, I'm pretty sure.
Sensei, he's currently 13th. Right.
He's right down there then. Has he got a race win or a podium or
8, 9,
like
10, 11, 12, 13. There he is on 30 points. The best Sensei's got this season is a 4th.
4th place?
Yes.
So he hasn't ever had a podium yet, and his first podium of the season is now likely to be a race win. So that is a huge up to him. If he can just keep it on the track, he should be able to get the race win as we enter the final lap. A huge battle for 3rd though. Just stay with us for a little longer. You may think the race is over in terms of who's winning this race. It's a fabulous race from Senso Martins at the end of the day, but still this battle for 3rd is huge.
Yes, he has.
A final podium position. There are 4 drivers in contention of it. Badger is 3 seconds behind, but a lot of the drivers have picked up penalties. I don't know what Badger is looking like, but it could be very interesting because
6 seconds
as well.
he's got.
Alco as well. It's been very close.
Just to say, Badger's got 6 seconds worth of penalties.
Oh, it may constrict him a little bit. Alco in luck. Holston's got a lot of penalties though, so I don't think he'll be getting 3rd place. Salvo, I've not seen much of, but I definitely have seen he's got a penalty. I've not seen Alco as Hobson's trying to make a move at every turn possible, making the most of all the track there, trying to get past Salvo.
But here we go.
Keep it.
Into last corner he comes, and it is Sensei Martins, who will win your GP4 first race here. He wins, been dominant all year, but here he comes, DCG to the line and champion of the season. He is now your champion. It's Savo from Alco. Alco gets it. Alco gets your podium.
Badger gets fourth as well. Wow. A lot of controversy for Savo, and also Broomy gets fifth. So Savo and Hobson, they were battling, they were cutting corners all the time then, and unfortunately it's cost both of them a lot of time. Stick for 7th place, probably not what they wanted, considering that they were basically on the podium for a lot of the time, and maybe in a potential race win for Savo, but strategy played its cool, and Sense and Martins, DCG both played the right game today.
There goes
DCG,
the last
fair
place.
play.
Here comes last into the.
Badger's actually left the session there. It's like finishing 4th. It's a good race for him, but he's left the session just before we finished. There we go. It's now finally finished, with JRF finishing it off in 11th place. Not the best result for him.
From his qualifying, he'll be happy to get 11th anyway because he started in 13th, so he won't be too disappointed. There was your podium quickly on the screen. I just wanted to go quickly on that one. It is Sensei Martins first, DCG and your new 2019 GP4 champion, Alco third, Badger fourth, Broomy fifth, JD Savo 6th, 7th is Jay Hobson, 8th Shadow Britton, 9th Cod Oliver, 10th Energy Dan, High Grade B 11th, James Hook 12th, and James Killer 13th were your finishers. Your non-finishers were Xander, Sonic Hawk, and James Killer. There they were.
I just realised that Alco, he started at the back of the grid. He started in 15th place. Despite that, he's ended up finishing on the podium. So fair play to him. Sensei Martins as well, starting 8th as well. So he was even here. So surely didn't really have the pace in qualifying, but in the race he definitely had the pace to go on to win this race. Badger had definitely the pace. Look at his best lap time, much better than the drivers in front. So he had the pace as well. There's a lot of drivers towards the front that had the pace, but I mean, there's no better than Sensei really, who's dominated.
Well done him. Well done him. It's his first win of the year.
Huge win. The first win is of the year. First win of the season is always the best win. To be completely honest.
Yeah, let's add them into the party then. Hopefully we can get a chat to all of them. I don't know if they will talk or not. No. That's what I mean. We can't guarantee if they will talk to us. I know probably Sensei Martins will, but I don't have him as a friend. Great. Right. Let me have a look. Let's have a look. I'm trying to see if Sensei Martins, is that him? Yep, there he is. We'll add them too, and then we will add to the party if we can DCG. I don't think I even have DCG as a friend. That's how bad this is. And I've been here most of the season, so.
DCG is even in the session. He's left the session. There's Alco. Third place.
There we go. Then we've
one. I don't know where DCG is. DCG's gone.
We'll give them a second, and if they don't all join or do join, then we will not show their cars. But yeah, just give us a second.
Only need DCG now. The champion.
Yeah, just want to see what happens. But yeah, alright, I'll get into the cars and we'll get started, shall we? Right then, we'll start with third place. Or if you Alco. If you have your, do you have your? If you both can just check if your mics are on, like share, so we can we can hear them. That's fine then. How do you? Okay, Alco. Well done from 15th to 3rd. Well done.
Thank you.
How tricky was the last? How tricky was that? Because it looked tricky from our point of view when you could see you battling with the 4 cars for the last like 5 laps.
Yeah, this final part of the race was hard because of tire degradation. We were on the same strategy, me, Savo, and the other guy. I don't remember his name. But fortunately for me, the penalties helped me. I only had 1 penalty. They had most. After I saw Badger spinning around on the S's, I got a little bit of faith in the pole. But I was hoping for the others penalty. I didn't make the qualifying because I couldn't be here in time for quali, so I joined the race. I wasn't hoping to race for Ferrari, so this might be a sign for next season to race with Ferrari, start last and finish on the podium. And for me, this was a great race. 2 stops. I was thinking on making 1 stop, medium hard or hard medium, but I want to be fast, so I could get to the front of the pack. So I opted with 2 stops, with soft, medium, and that's it.
Yeah, you did absolutely brilliantly with that. Just from start to finish, you got up from the back, got up to where we are now, and did really well. And yeah, not fair play. That's all I can say. Norwich, do you have anything to say, or?
Nah, not really. Just the fact that it's just an amazing battle, wasn't it? It's very, very close. And were you a little bit surprised when you were on the podium at the end of the race? Were you expecting yourself to be in the podium?
Actually, I wasn't expecting that because I didn't know Savo at a penalty or the other Mercedes. I was expecting to finish 5th or 4th. That was my goal for this race. I knew I was fast on this track. I turned a little bit. I saw the other guys' times, so I know if I use the fastest tires, I could pass them throughout the race. So it's a bit of a surprise for me to finish it there.
Okay then, and are you looking forward to next round then, when we head to USA?
Of course.
Is it one of your strong circuits or not?
No. My strongest circuits are in Europe and North America.
Well, surprising then today. Then you've got a 3rd win in Mexico there.
Yeah. Or surprise. I could smell the podium.
Okay then, on to, for the first time this season, talking to, I think it's his first time this season, is it?
It's the first time ever.
I think it is.
First time ever. Wow, congratulations.
To Sensei Martins, well done, and great win.
Yeah, I can't really believe it. I'm only there since Austria, I think. And, yeah, it's not in my mind yet. I think it's impossible that it happened. I think it's unbelievable.
Yeah, and the strategy that you did when you came in paid off massively. Your strategy for
I also play a lot of career mode, and I also do that stuff then starting on the harder tires, so my race end is a lot faster than the other guys, and it paid up massively today.
Yeah, you did just all I can say is did absolutely brilliantly. Were you concerned when you had that couple of laps when you were actually battling with, I think it was with DCG and JD Savo, or just DCG, I think it was, you were just battling with him? Were you surprised that he could not get close enough or past you.
Yeah, I really thought that it was over when DCG get to the P2 at the end of the race that quickly. So I really thought he is gonna get massive advantage of me because he is the world champion of this year. I didn't thought it was possible to keep the gap, and he also took, I think, at the end another penalty. So yeah, even if he gets too close, I would win on penalties. So I really can't believe it. I knew I was fast on this track. I did a lot of practice and it went very good. But then I started P8 because of the rain. I can't drive in the rain. But yeah, it's unbelievable that I won this race.
Yeah, I think everyone's amazed that you won it. Even like Lee and all of them are like going, "Well done, you won." And
I think I'm most amazed about myself.
Of course, from chat and from me in commentary box, I don't know what Norwich thought about it when he's now gone, but I don't know what he thought about it. But we've given you drive of the day, so the community and I've given you drive of the day. So well done.
Thank you very much.
But yeah, going into as we just said, USA. Are you looking forward to that race? Are you looking for another win?
I don't think I will get another win. We can see. I didn't thought that Mexico was a very good track of me, but then I did a lot of practice and I was very quick every time. So yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, because that is really good for you. Just on the championship wise for both of you, if I'm correct on this one, we'll have a look at the championship. Since you are 13th on 30 points, and who's in front of you?
I think
Corden Energy. So
Oliver and Energy then.
yeah, so you will move up to 11th in this one. So 2 places, so well done for that. And
Thank you.
Alco, you're 10th. That's 1.
I think 10th, right? Or no?
You will move if the 2 in front of you didn't do well, you'll move up to 8th today.
Nice. And I could get that extra point if Badger didn't steal me my fast step. So.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you both of you for joining the commentary and joining the interviews at the end. We do appreciate it. Is there anything both of you want to say, or?
Thanks to Broomy, my teammate, for the setup. I don't know a lot of setups and always uses his setup, so a massive thanks to him because it was a great setup. It was a great call.
So yeah, thank you.
I just want to say this was a great race for me. I never start last and finish on the podium.
Yeah, well done from last to the podium, and hopefully you two can try and do it again in USA next week.
I was thinking starting in the front next week.
Yeah, so there we go then. That is GP4 done. Tomorrow night will be GP3. It will, with of course the guy in the commentary box here with us, Sensei. I think are you commentating?
I am tomorrow.
Yeah, well,
Thursday.
Him and Alex will be commentating tomorrow. Then GP2's then on Wednesday with Oliver and Dylan, and then Sensei's again back. I think at the moment by himself on Thursday with the Premier Series. So that's this week all at this circuit, and then next week we're at USA. So for GP4, can anyone? Well, we did find out this week that somebody can beat DCG, and they did. So well done, Sensei Martin, on that one. And thanks to everyone for watching today. And thanks again to Norwich, who did come in the commentary. He did a great job. From all of us here at GP4, well, commentary-wise, it's goodbye. And we'll see you next time for hoping for Alco and for Sensei Martins to get a podium again. So from us, it's goodbye.